Hey, for a lot of you guys who don't know, on a gut hook, kind of a pain in the butt to sharpen. I've seen a lot of people try different things. The way I sharpen them, I got rolls of emery cloth in there for a lot of different stuff. All I do is tear off a strip, fold it over, get it stiff, and basically just do a file method on it. You know, these things ain't meant to shave, and if you got a half decent edge on them, it's going to zip right through that hide. And how I showed you earlier, or I didn't show you, but I was telling you, you know, to keep from cutting hair. If you cut it from the outside, you're shaving all this hair and it goes everywhere. If you take that hook, I can adjust that up a little bit, folks. If you take the hook, it's no more than burying it under the hide, which I've already done this, so it's probably not going to be as good, but it's burying it under the hide and giving it a pull. It cuts it from behind, so I mean, it's just saving you from getting a lot of hair all over your meat, you know. Probably the hardest part about skinning a deer, or the most tedious, right here at the, just getting started. Getting around these legs, and you don't have to worry about skinning all the way up. Guys, from this joint right here in the leg, this has got a little bit of tissue in it, or meat, but it's not, to me, it's not worth messing with. It's got a lot of tendons in it, and you know, it's a pain in the butt to actually clean out and get it clean enough that you can actually grind it or do anything else with. So, you know, basically, I just do a good work around here and preserve as much of the good meat as I can, the easy to get to. So even at that, you see, start losing a little bit of hair. I mean, it's unavoidable. You're going to get hair on your meat, but like I say, the least amount you can get on there is a lot less cleanup later. And a lot of people will cut from the outside to expose the meat. You know, that's, you see, I'm kind of digging underneath and coming from the inside out. And like I said, it just keeps you from shaving that hair, and it keeps it from basically just doing a lot of extra work later. It's a hell of a lot harder to get all that meat off, or get all the hair off the meat, when you're sitting in the house trying to cut it up, than it is to, you know, keep from getting it on there in the first place. I do like letting my stuff hang overnight, especially when it's cool like it was last night. It, to me, I think it, you know, I mean, I've skinned warm deer, and they do pull real easy, but you also start pulling muscle out with it, because everything ain't kind of set up. I've been doing this for quite a few years. You want to figure, well, for all the preppers out there, just figure price per pound on your meat. And to learn how to do this saves you money in the long run, because by the time you take it to a processor and he processes your deer, well, you've already got a deer tag if they require it in your state. You've already had to buy a hunting license. And, you know, when you figure all that stuff up, your price per pound goes way up. And a lot of people would be better off just not hunting and go ahead and go into Wally World and buying their meat. Oh, she is a tough old doe. Yeah, pretty late when I finally got home last night. This old gal was really sweet to me. I shot her. Her heart was obliterated, but somehow she still made it many a yard and kicked it. At the bottom of a hill, right next to a pond, about 100 yards in the woods. So I was fortunate enough to get to drag her butt out by myself last night. My son had basketball practice, and I just don't want to bother anybody else. I had to unzip this one down in the valley. I mean, there wasn't no way I was going to carry her butt out. Guts and all, she's probably a good 130, 140 pounds. And she's a good sized doe. So that job was a little bit messy. Another thing I'm sold on. This is a cheap gambrel system. Let's see if I can. That hoist right there, man, that makes it easy. Able to lift her up, set her down, just put it in the right position to be able to work. That locks her in. That shoulder ain't no good. So guys, here's where I took her at, just right behind the front shoulder. And I shoot a 270 most of the time. I got my 308 over at Buddy's house. We're kind of tricking it out a little bit, playing with it. Maybe I'll have it done before deer season's over so I can use it. So at this point, just looking at the damage I've got up here, I can tell that this side over here, I'm not going to get a whole bunch out of this front shoulder, so I won't even mess with it. But on the other side, it's pretty clean. There again, once you get to this lower leg, there ain't a whole lot of meat worth having